I hope by now you are starting to fall in love with your beautiful Pfaff Creative Icon 2. In this video, I want to go over some basics about moving a design, sizing designs, rotating designs, all those basic features that you're probably going to want to do along the way. So first off, I am going to find a design that actually is not symmetrical. So you can really see when So the first thing I'm going to do is find a design that is not symmetrical. I love these signature designs in the first category. Let's pick number 13. And as this comes up, you probably will still be selected, but if it's not, if there's no box around it, you will need to have it selected to start doing things to it. And there's more than one way to do that. Make sure, let's start by picking the hoop size that you might want to embroider this design in so you know you're still within the right playground. This hoop here is the 260 by 200 hoop, so I've selected that and it can show me I have quite a bit of room around it for moving it or making it bigger or adding something to it. I have extra kind of space to work within. Next, you can go ahead and go to Edit Design. Edit Design will come up with a handful of different features, and whichever one is highlighted is the one that it's going to do. So over here where we have arrows pointing together, there's moving. The next one is sizing. We also have mirror image over here and rotate. And did you kind of see that this middle kind of control area changes based on which function is selected? For example, if I'm in rotate, I have more degree options versus if I'm in moving, I have different arrows like where it's positioned within this hoop. So for example, one of the first things people usually want a lot of times is the design to be in the center of the hoop. Now when I touched and dragged it in, it just kind of landed, and sometimes it lands even upside or outside the hoop area. I can't answer why that happens, but it just kind of is the case. So obviously, if you see the red area around your hoop area, you are going to find that it thinks the design is outside the hoop, and the easiest thing to do is just first touch in the center here, and that will center it back to 0 and 0. Okay, so one place is to touch and drag it right here on screen. You can also use these little arrows left and right. Now, a lot of times when people touch one, they don't think they touched it. But if you look at these numbers, it is changing 1/10 of a millimeter each time you touch it. Now, that sounds ridiculous, but it is wonderful when you are trying to use the precise positioning and get it exactly where you want it to be. You can be exactly on top of the exact hole or stitch you need to start on. And we'll go into that video in detail, allowing you, you know what that is good for? Allowing you to hoop kind of crooked and not have to be so precise in your hooping. So a lot of times I just hoop my fabric up, and if it's straight or if I have a line I'm going to follow, I'm going to fix it later. I'm not going to try to worry about getting it in my hoop super straight like I used to. These machines are super smart and will allow me to get it exactly where I need it to be. Okay, so that's for moving. You can again move it outside. Ooh, speaking of outside, let me show you one more thing. If you want to put this in the top corner, place the design outside, not just the top, but also the side, and you're going to get a feature that is only available if the design is outside the hoop that will allow you to jump back in the hoop. Look for the picture with the hoop and the flower pointing into it, and it puts it right at that corner, so you don't have to actually guess where that is. Okay, so that's awesome. Next, let's talk about sizing. Now, in this area here, if you are just going to pull on one of these corners, it's going to size up or down 20%. Do you see how it stops? Now, in here, this is actually just changing the size of the design, but it's not changing the stitch count. If you really want to change the stitch count, go down here to resize, the actual resize area, choose resize, and this will allow you to size the design in and adjust the stitches, and when you touch OK, it will come out just as beautiful as before. So if you touch the design, let's go ahead and put it back to the center of our hoop. Now it's much bigger. If we want to see the whole thing, there it is. It's filling up my hoop size, but it has increased the stitches. So if this design had 10,000 stitches to start with, it might now have closer to 20,000 designs. So always use that feature if you are trying to do a much larger sizing option. So there is resize and rescale, and there are two different things. We have done a video on the difference with a little bit more explanation. Okay, let's say you don't want something. You always have an undo and an undo and an undo, and that will bring you back a bit, sometimes getting you back to what you were before you started messing up, if that was the case. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select my design. We also have rotation. Let's talk rotation here. Rotation, if you touch on an arrow, it will change you 1 degree. If you touch on the little circle at the top of the design, that will let you, oh, got to be right on that circle, that will let you rotate the design with your finger. So you can go ahead and give that a whirl. But I will tell you, most of the time when I'm rotating, I'm needing it to just go ahead and change it 90 degrees. So touching right there in the middle will actually do the trick for you. So usually I'm just needing to turn it and then make sure I'm facing the right direction when I'm there. Again, I'm going to just put it back to where it was, super easy. And then you also have while we're in this area, let's just talk about mirror image. And this is why I brought up a not symmetrical design. So we can see that butterfly flipping and flopping left to right, or taking the whole design upside down and around. Mirror imaging it top to bottom. So it's really easy to get the look that you're after and exactly where you want it to stitch on the fabric. So I use these all the time to really fine tune my design. And then when I'm ready to start embroidering, remember you go to the stitch out screen and touch go, and then you can start embroidering. That embroidery arm moves in, you attach the hoop at that time, and then you're ready to start. I hope you'll check out all the videos that we have done on this beautiful machine, and so you can master your embroidery techniques, and so you can become a master embroiderer in no time at all.